Disney makes movies, theme parks, but what if I told you that Disney has also changed the way that we fly, the way we stream TV, and even the way we eat popcorn? Today, we're diving into 20 times Disney has secretly changed the world and why it matters for us parents and for our kids' future. Because Disney magic isn't just fun, it's innovation. And all those lessons can inspire the next generation of great leaders. Let's start off with Disney's first true passion, which is animation. In 1937, Disney created the multi-plane camera. And here, the first movie that they used it on was Snow White. And it wasn't just the first full-length animated movie, it also changed how movies looked forever. By layering in artwork, Disney created depth and motion which no one had ever seen before. And just earlier in 1932, Disney created what we know as Technicolor. And the first cartoon to use it was Flower and Trees. Disney didn't just use the technology, he perfected it, and color became the new industry for film and TV. Moving into the 1940s, Disney created Fantasound. For the entire reason of making Fantasia, Disney built an early surround sound system. Movie theaters literally had to upgrade their current sound systems just to keep up with the times. And in 1990, the digital animation era took over. With Caps developed alongside of Pixar, Disney pushed the shift to digital ink and paint. This made animation move smoother, faster, and even more flexible, which is now the foundation for CGI. These four remind us to tell our kids your creativity isn't just art, it can spark an entire new era of technology. Now let's move into Disney's second love, which is theme parks. We know it, Disneyland and Disney World aren't just fun, they're living laboratories. And in 1959, Disney made monorails cool again, and I know that might not necessarily be like a big thing. It inspired cities around the world to reimagine and push futuristic boundaries in transportation. In 1963, Disney even moved into audio animatronics for the first time. We all know that the Tiki Room's birds were the first steps in robotic media entertainment. Those early animatronics paved the way for lifelike characters from Pirates of the Caribbean to today's Spider-Man that literally launches above crowds. And in 2001, everyone's favorite ride, Soarin, was created. It's a custom cantilever lift plus a massive IMAX dome, which created the feeling of flight, complete with sense and wind. It's one of the first experiences that feels like VR without having to wear a headset. Even Disney utilizes underground tunnel systems, which is what we all know as the utilidors. It's like an entire city full of tunnels, kitchens, trash chutes, dressing rooms, storage. All of it's designed to stay hidden so that the magic on the surface feels absolutely seamless. These innovations show kids that science and engineering aren't just about the numbers. They can literally build magic. And with that, sometimes Disney's innovations can spill into everyday life. One of the first ones coming in 1982, which is not necessarily everyday life, but we still utilize it in some way, shape, or form. They created fiber optic pavement. These glowing sidewalk stars at Epcot used a centralized fiber optic system that made it feel like you were literally walking on starlight. And the clever design meant that only one bulb needed replacing at a time, lowering the overall cost for maintenance. And in 1999, Disney created the infamous FastPass system that has had several changes since. Disney pioneered virtual queues to save guests time. That idea influenced everything from airline boarding groups to digital reservations. Disney World's own Epcot pushes the boundaries for recycling management. Here they created water systems designed for sustainability before sustainability was even cool. Epcot built in green water tech to help the parks run completely efficiently. In 2013, Disney pushed the boundaries on MagicBands. These wearables combine park entry, hotel room keys, and payment long before Apple Pay and smartwatches went mainstream. So the next time that your kid taps their smartwatch or waves their wristband, it's a reminder that tech can be magical when it makes life easier. Oh, and by the way, Disney also pushed the boundaries and innovated in the food industry as well. Starting off with my favorite snack, which is churros. They weren't necessarily invented by Disney, of course, but Disneyland helped turn them into a cultural phenom in the US. And then don't get me started on popcorn buckets either, because we know the chaos that comes with them. What started as a simple snack container in the 1990s became a collectible art form by 2010 with moving parts, lights, and limited editions. Suddenly, popcorn buckets became the must-have souvenirs for all park goers. Disney even pushed the boundaries of moving theater into a dining room. At places like Sci-Fi and Dine Theater and 50's Primetime Cafe, the meal itself is the show. From the retro card tables to the cast members acting like your family, Disney turned eating into a theater, which moved into what we know as Epcot's food and wine festivals, or just all food festivals in general. Back in 1996, Epcot launched the first international food and wine festival. Today, food festivals are literally everywhere, but Disney helped show how food can be a global storytelling experience, not just a meal. Disney teaches kids that even everyday things, like dinner or snacks, can tell stories, spark imagination, and bring people closer together. And finally, some game changers that reach far beyond the parks. In 2019, we all know that Disney created what we now know as Disney Plus. This platform didn't just change how we watch Disney movies. It helped shape the streaming wars as we know them today. And with the success of Soarin, it inspired flying theater attractions all over the world. A wave of copycats popped up from China to Dubai. And then one of my favorites in technology that has now spanned way farther than what I thought it would ever be is projection mapping capabilities. From Cinderella's castle's fireworks to nighttime shows, projection mapping has turned buildings into canvases for decades now. And now it's used everywhere, from concerts to museums. And then Disney has pushed advances in robotics like crazy. At Avengers Campus, a robotic Spider-Man literally flips through the air. It's jaw-dropping glimpse of how robotics can inspire the next generation. These moments show kids that the future isn't written yet, and that they could be the ones to design the next big invention that could change the world. So here's my takeaway. Disney isn't just about fun. It's about dreaming up new ways to solve problems, tell stories, and even bring joy to millions of people. From animation to robotics, Disney's innovations have been inspiring kids and parents for well over 100 years now. And maybe the biggest lesson of all, magic happens when you mix imagination and innovation. So which Disney innovations surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more Disney magic for parents and kids alike, and go watch the video on screen for more magic just like this.